So I invited today here Austin, who has used ketogenic diet for improving performance. So if I'm the scientist, he's the athlete. I'm doing the theory, he's doing the practice. So maybe let's start. Can you tell me why you got interested first in ketogenic diet?
So first it was something that I heard of and I was like, that sounds cool. And I love making myself a guinea pig of things. And if I ever wanted my athlete to try something, I don't think it's proper for me to say, oh, I want you to do this diet without me ever trying. And then around that same time, I was doing some genetic analysis of myself. And through the Promethease program, I uploaded my 23andMe data. And then right there at the top, it showed me that I have 2 alleles for APOE4 or Alzheimer's. And so then that was like a whole like time stopped moment, like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And then doing more research, meeting people like yourself and Dr. Scott Schur, Shaker Pie, have started to guide me down this low carb, high fat diet or ketogenic diet. And then as I've learned more and more, it's quite preventative for what I want to do, which is, remember my life past 65. And so that's a lot of my motivation now.
So what is your experience and what were the challenges and surprises during this process?
So initially I adopted a ketogenic diet when I was also experimenting with some more high volume of running. And so running 3 to 5 times a week, anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. And I dropped weight really fast. I was under 200 pounds for the first time since high school. And then, but the running was also, like part of it was the running was so much easier. And I felt like I had more energy through the run. And then I got called out on it and I looked in the mirror, I'm like, wow, I've gotten quite skinny. And so then I was like, let me see if I can build mass on a ketogenic diet. And so then over the last several months, I've been able to put on like 15 to 20 pounds of muscle on a ketogenic diet while staying low body fat.
So you told me that you were able to build lean mass, which is, for many people, they say it's impossible to build lean mass.
Yeah.
So what's your experience?
My experience is you bulk up, you eat a ton of food, and then you have this cutting period and you repeat. And for me, it's like I've just been really patient with it and it's slowly accumulated over time. It depends on the type of exercise that you're doing. I think you understand that from your background. You can't just go, bike uphill for an hour and build big legs. But I think with the right type of movements and exercises and then a decent protein timing window, I think you're fine. So when I'm really if I'm trying to build more muscle, I make sure that I set a timer on my watch for every 2.5 hours that I'll eat some protein. And now I'm taking some BCAAs or branched chain amino acids. Along with that, about 18 grams per day based on my body weight. And that's it.
Wow.
The challenges have been, I'm very much the guy who's going to dive in head first without knowing all the rules or precautions because I figured I'll learn it along the way as I gain experience. Due to some mineral imbalances, I've had a lot more muscular strains. But the really cool thing is there's so much less inflammation in my body that I recover in a few days. And so my recovery goes through the roof. And training-wise, I've been able to have a much higher volume because I feel more recovered sooner.